Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you a few tips on how to achieve this flawless base for MORENA skin tone. Okay, so if you want to know how I did this, let's get on to this tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to start with a primer. It's from Maybelline. It's really old. It's Baby Skin Pore Eraser. I'm just going to apply that on my skin. Rub it in there. And the first tip that I'm going to give you is, of course, choosing your foundation. So I use a Maybelline Fit Me 322, shade 322. Okay, so your foundation should be according to your undertone. I have really warm undertones, so I choose kind of a golden shade to match my skin tone. But today I'm gonna be using a mixture of this one and this one, just because I'm running out of this one. This is the L'Oreal True Match, but this ain't my match, girl. It's too light. That's why I'm gonna mix it with this one. So yeah, I really recommend you to invest on your foundation, because that's the first thing that people are gonna notice when you have makeup on your face, your skin, okay? So you have to invest on a good foundation that matches your skin tone, your undertone, and your skin type. Okay, so I use Fit Me Matte because I have oily skin, and for that reason, I don't use powder anymore for everyday look. It's already matte, and it's just gonna look cakey on me if I use powder. But yeah, if you want to use powder, that's definitely okay. I know a lot of you use Filipina. I know it's cheap, but I recommend you to stay away from it if you have dark skin tone, because even though they have darker shades right now, it's still, it's still ashy. It still come out as gray on your skin. So as you can see, this is a bit light on my skin, but we're gonna fix that later, okay? I'm just spreading it now before I go through with it with a beauty blender, because beauty blender sucks a lot of product, so I don't want that. I want to make tipid on your foundation. Okay, so yeah, try to stay away from Filipina. I'm sorry, but yeah, I still don't think it's perfect for Filipino skin tone. I'm not trying to hate on it, I'm not trying to bash it, but yeah, I still don't think it's not fit for our skin tone. It doesn't have the red undertone, it doesn't have goldenness, if you will. Is my light too bright? This is my first YouTube video, by the way, and I'm not sure if my light is too bright. Tell me down below. Okay, so now that's all blended out, my next tip for you is color correcting. Just a little bit under my eye and around my mouth area. I shave my little mustache, so it turns a bit green, and I need to color correct that. Okay, you can do this before you put on your foundation, but I just forgot it earlier, so yeah, I'm just gonna try to make it work right now. What I use for color correcting is actually a lipstick. I know you've seen this hack a lot of times on YouTube, but yeah, I use this because it's cheap, and color correctors can be a little bit expensive, but color correctors and lipsticks can do the exact same thing, so yeah, why bother? What I do is I put just a little bit under my eye, not too much, because you will look orange if you put too much, or red, and then also around my mouth there. Don't go too crazy. Of course, we have to blend it out. You don't need the redness on the other parts of your face, just on the parts where you want to color correct, right? Okay, once you got that blended out, next thing is concealer. Okay, so for concealer, I use two shades Fit Me concealer. Shades are Caramel and Medium Moyen. Caramel is darker and more golden, so I put it first. I got all the way here. The lighter one, I put it in the innermost corner, just the middle of my nose. I have a small forehead, so I don't go crazy with the concealer on the forehead. Just a little bit. And my cupid's bow. I also like to put here on my chin, so I got that center light. Okay, once that's blended out, you can put powder on top of it, translucent powder, loose powder, any powder that you want. But like I said earlier, I don't use powder because this foundation is already matte. I want a little bit of dewiness. And I know it's weird, but you know, when I have the foundation on for a while, it kind of mixes with my sweat and it makes it look nice, I guess. If you see that guy over there, don't mind him. He's my assistant. He's my boyfriend working from home, okay? Okay, so next thing is a contour slash bronzer. Okay, so this is a very important step for me. You don't really want to use contour shade that is too dark because it's too sharp. It doesn't look natural. Okay, so we're going for a natural look. What I use is the Vice Cosmetics Aura Contour in Confirm. It has 3 E's in the spelling, okay? So it's Confirm. Okay, it's not too dark. See? It's almost just like a bronzer. And what I like to do is I put the contour right on my cheekbone. Not over it, not under it, right above it. I don't want it to go too low because then my cheeks will just look rounder, okay? I want it to look like that. And then I also put a little bit on my chin, make it in a V shape. So tap 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 so that my hair doesn't really budge. And I really love this contour shade from Vice because it's like the perfect shade for Morena skin. What do you call this? Nose wing? Wide nose wing and a flat nose bridge. It just needs a little bit of enhancement. So what I like to do is I put a little bit of the contour down here. Don't go crazy and drag it upward like that. No, just blend it with your finger. Next is start from your brow. Just gently feather the contour shade. Push it up on your brow also. See, it just ties it in. It looks so natural. Okay, so the next thing is of course blush. I use 2 shades. I use this one from Vice. It's Aura Blush in Viewpon. This one is Bench Paint Box in Honey Glow. I just take my brush. It's the same one that I use for my contour. Okay, it doesn't matter. Put a little bit on your nose so you don't look too dead. This blush is very pigmented, so it looks like I have straight on blush on my cheekbones. But we're gonna fix that with the Bench Paint Box. So I just put it along the sides of that other blush shade so it will have that gradient effect. Okay, so this is just an extra tip for you. If you're not really into the blinding highlighter moment, you can try this BYS bronzing powder. It doesn't really have a shade name. It just says BYS bronzing powder. It's very shimmery. It really complements the dark skin tone. I also put a little bit here on my forehead. You see, it just adds a natural glow. This bronzer, it's really good. And then of course, if you love highlighter like me, I like to use another Vice product. This is Aura Glow in Shining. I think I bought this for only 100 pesos. Yeah, from their Shopee site. Just swirl it around in there. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And let's put it on. Okay, see, this one is definitely blinding. Blinding. So yeah, now that our base is snatched, I'm just gonna do my eyes off camera because my focus today is really only on the base. Yeah, I'll see you after that. Get out! Okay everyone, I'm back. I know that I said earlier this is like a natural everyday look, but this is my everyday look, okay? You can ask my workmates. This is actually how I show up to work. But yeah, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel because this is just the first video and I have a lot of content coming for you, so watch out. Click the bell notification button so you're gonna be the first one to know next time on my posts. Bye. Hey everyone, so today we're gonna
yeah, it's already better.
Yeah.
Much better.
I lost another fucking nail.